CJ, I see you, soldier. What's good? What's good? Could y'all hear me? Man, shout out Miami. Y'all gonna get up in here, man. We got a little something to talk about. Go on, get up in here. Got 67 people in here. Alright. We gotta get these algorithms back right. We gotta get these algorithms all the way back right, y'all. These numbers ain't adding up. Go on, get up in here, man. Everybody hit that like button. Give me 1 sec. We got 111 people up in here. Got 38 likes. Hit the fucking like button, B. What's wrong with y'all, son? Nah, what's good? What's good, man? What's poppin' with the population? Y'all already know what time it is, man. Shout out Harlem. I don't know no fucking Kiana. Nah, but for real though, y'all already know what time it is. Appreciate that, appreciate that. Go on, pull up. I know my algorithms kind of messed up right now, but we definitely trying to get that back right. Shout out Arizona. Y'all know how my lives be these days, man. It's gonna be short and sweet. Y'all know I'm still at the, you know what I'm saying? I'm still at the halfway house. I'm still working. We still working. Even though we cooking, we still working, you know? Whoa, when you get out. I get out this year. I don't like to give motherfuckers no exact date. You know, people be wanting to work around your time. I don't want certain people to know when I get out because I'm going to just pop up. Shout out Baltimore, man. Shout out Jersey. It's 121 people in here, man. Y'all get the lights up for your boy. What's wrong with you? Y'all don't love me no more? Man, y'all already know, man. Shout out the city. Shout out the Holy City. Chirac, man. Chicago, a.k.a. the Windy City. I was doing my thing in the city before it was Chirac. It was the Windy City then, or just a shot. Chicago. Now it's Chirac, Illinois. Definitely shout out the West Side, man. Shout out them breeds, man. Y'all already know, man. Shout out them foes. Shout out them 219. All up on the lake, man. Shout out the lake, most definitely. Shout out over east, shout out out south. Definitely shout out out west. Even shout out up north. Feel me? And y'all get them lights up. All right, here we go. It's gonna be short and sweet. I don't mean to sound like a certain blogger, but if y'all go back and watch some of my lives from, I'm gonna say when I first started, because I wasn't really doing it number like a year and a half, maybe, before I got locked up. Then they put a halt to my shit. When I got locked up, I had like 190,000 subscribers. Been all through the city, did a documentary. If you've been following me, you one of my day ones, then you already know what's going on. First and foremost, shout out to the game. Secondly, y'all already know my algorithms are way down. We got to get them algorithms up, man. Y'all got to hit the like button. I was gone for a long time. But one thing about facts and truth, it cannot be disputed or proven wrong. I told y'all years ago now. It sounds crazy even saying that because it actually been years ago. Something simple that I'm pretty sure y'all done heard a lot of times. Pressure busts a motherfucking pipe every time. 90% of the rap game, 90% of the street niggas are not authentic. And when it come down to it, they're going to tell. These guys get on these tracks and say this and say that, but at the end of the day, when it come down to it, when you facing 20, 25, 30, 40, 50 years, and you gotta look the judge in the eye, that's some scary shit. Now, I can say that because I've been through it. See, if you ain't been through it, a lot of guys speaking on it, but they ain't been through it. When you'd have been through it, then you know, like, man, that shit make your heart beat real fast. And it's, you know, it's crazy waking up every day, you steady praying, and you making these phone calls, ain't nobody answering the phone, and you've been locked up 2-3 weeks, and it's already beginning to dwindle. Like, your existence already beginning to dwindle. Everybody forgetting about you. Ain't nobody answering the phone. It's like you literally had to be the went through that to understand that street shit, that whole image, is some bullshit. And believe me, if it was really that, that's what I would be promoting. See, a lot of y'all think I promote bullshit, but see, you would have to be street or understand street knowledge or have some type of street in you to really grasp what I be doing. When I make Chirac street legends and shit like that, slimed out, the average green ass individual be like, oh, well, he's promoting it and he this, and you know, get in the comment section and say a whole bunch of dumb shit. But at the end of the day, your task ain't my task, your job ain't my job. Back to the matter at hand. You really had to be been through this to now you can sympathize, but in order for you to really empathize, you have to be went through the shit. You have to be been in a position of where, okay, it's either me or them, or, you know, either way it go, I'm fucked up. I'm looking at some time. Okay, now here's the downside to that. When you dealing with the streets, if you keep it real, motherfuckers gonna forget about you. If you keep it real and take the time, motherfuckers gonna forget about you. Motherfuckers ain't gonna answer the phone when you get locked up. Motherfuckers ain't gonna put nothing on your books. Motherfuckers ain't gonna write you no letter. This 2023, so they damn sure ain't gonna do that. They not gonna send you no cash out. None of that. You dead. But you kept it real. It's gonna be a couple people to talk about you. The blogs gonna catch you when you first go down. The blogs gonna catch you when you first go down, and when you getting ready to get out, that's when the blogs gonna catch you. In between that, people ain't thinking about you. A lot of your family members ain't thinking about you. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a woman that you probably dogged out, cheated on, beat, or did dirty while you was out on the streets. Your mama, or one of your close siblings, a brother or a sister, and it might be a cousin or something like that, but everybody else gonna forget that you ever walked the fucking streets. So it's like you really alive, but you dead. It's kind of like being in a casket and you buried, but you ain't gonna die. So you just have to sit in that casket and you buried and you dead to the world for however long you in that position. So that's what you dealing with when you keep it real in the streets and you get jammed up. And it ain't no if you get jammed up. If you stay in the streets long enough, you gon' get jammed up or you gon' get smoked. That's just how that go. Or you gon' get maimed or you gon' be in a wheelchair. This shit don't end well no type of way. Okay, now look at the other side of this double-edged sword. If you snitch, you damn sure an outcast now. Now your gang ain't fucking with you, period. Now, the couple people that would have been dealing with you, they might not even deal with you. true enough, if they really love you, they still gonna be there. You still might have, like I said, that same chick that you dogged out, or your mama, or maybe your kids if they old enough. 9 times out of 10, you ain't got no kids old enough to really be looking out for you, cause shit, you was young when you went in. Ain't no motherfuckers out here. I mean, you know, you got a couple exceptions, but ain't nobody really 35 and 40 catching no hell of a cases to where they finna have to go do a dime or a quarter or some shit like that. You know why? Cause niggas done learned their lesson. I got 20 years for one robbery. I ain't got no bunch of cases. I need y'all to understand that. I ain't talking from the perspective that, oh, I seen this. No, I'm talking about some shit that I have been through and I'm still going through it and y'all witnessing it. That's why I say the street life it's some bullshit. And when you get through doing that time, if you keep it real, if you get some time that you can even EOS and still get out and be old enough to understand anything that's going on, you still gonna have to take your motherfucking ass over there and get a job from the white man. Or get a job from somebody. Cause 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna have shit. And the crazy part about it, I know millionaires that's in prison, that's in the joint right now, that'll never get out. That'll never get out. I know niggas that's millionaires off money that they made in a joint, but they'll never get out. Guess who enjoying their money? Everybody else. I said all that to say this. Listen, it's all some bullshit. I ain't never promoted no niggas being in the streets and doing this and doing that and then running and telling. Why? Why, SN? Why? Because you in this lifestyle, this is what you involved in, this is what you involved in, so you got to know that it's either gonna end one or two ways. You got to know, you know, what you dealing with. You playing the game and don't know the fucking rules. I did that. I played the game and didn't know the rules. You think if I thought I could have got 20 years, I'd have been out there robbing motherfuckers? Hell no. So some shit that I did when I was 18, I'm 34 years old right now, still paying for this shit. And a lot of y'all say, well, he been gone for a minute. I've been gone 2 years. And got a little more time to do. But a lot of motherfuckers are thinking that, oh, he really did something. Why? Because just being real, if I was in any other state, shit, even in this state, really, 3 years is a trafficking. I done did 2. I got caught with 1.5 grams of weed. That's all I got caught with. But you know what I did do? When I got caught with that 1.5 grams of weed, I violated my parole. So that automatically subjugated me, even put me back in the hands of these people. But it's all because of some shit I did when I was 18, Joe. My mama like 18. Not even old enough. I didn't even have my own crib then. I was still living with my mama. The only charge I ever had, I had 2 distributions of marijuana. Don't get me wrong. I had 2 distributions. But I got youthful offender for them. If you don't know what youthful offender is something that you get when you underage, when you catch a like a class B or class C felony, and you know they'll expunge your record. You was young, you made a mistake. Okay, I got youthful offender for them, but on my adult record, I got 1 first-degree robbery. And I got damn near a quarter for that. This shit real. I'm telling you. This street shit real. And then, what you doing when you rapping? See, one thing about black people, y'all stop me when I'm lying. We genuinely hate to see a motherfucker doing better than us. That's something that we don't like to see. So when you a rapper, you have separated yourself from most of the black people on the earth. Everybody not a fan of you. Some people looking at you through envious eyes. Some people jealous. But guess what you doing? You got this jewelry, you got these cars, you got these women, you got this money. And what you promoting, guess what? You know the universe gonna make you always stand on what you saying out your mouth, right? When you release something into the universe, you're going to always have to stand on it. Because that's how the universe works. That's what it is. You speaking this shit into existence. If a nigga rob me, he gonna have to kill me. Rest in peace, PNB Rock. He said it in the interview. He said one time a nigga tried to rob him and he ain't go. He ain't give up his shit. So you preach that shit and you preach that shit and you preach that shit out your mouth, and then you really feel like, okay, I said this so many times, now I gotta stand on it. Now you ready to die for a motherfucking chain. You know what I'm saying? This the shit that we got going on now. Some real stupid, goofy, dumb shit. Like, this is what we got going. This is how we live. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, the streets, bro. Look at Dirk Daddy. Look at him. He just lost a son. He done lost so many of his family members. But guess what he didn't do? He didn't go back. For one, he too old, but still in all, it's a lot of older niggas that's still this and still that and still, you know, act like the young boys. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't get involved in it because he know, hey, I done did my time, man. That shit ain't about nothing. That's shit some bullshit. Like, it's some bullshit. I'm telling y'all, like, somebody that's been through this shit and going through this shit right now, like, it's some bullshit. And motherfuckers do all that shit in the streets. And then some motherfuckers end up being millionaires, King Von, and still end up paying that price. A lot of these motherfuckers that done made it in the rap game, but still in jail now, Pooh Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's all some bullshit. Don't be fooled by the music and the jewels, man. Straight up. And I'm going to keep on saying that, man. But while you out there in them streets, and you doing what you doing, you don't want to listen. Look, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to either get some big boy time, and you're going to either get smoked, right? And then you're going to be content, nigga. That's what you're going to be. I'm tired of playing and tired of cutting corners with niggas. You're content. That's a lot of y'all feeling right. You ain't nothing but some content to a lot of motherfuckers. A nigga gonna get paid off your death, or a nigga gonna get paid off you getting locked up cause you news, cause you a motherfucking video for right now. That's what you is. You content. Don't forget that, man. Straight up. And don't forget this. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. And try not to get slimed out, man. I'm gonna drop my next video soon. It's your boy SNTV. I gotta go.